I've been thinking about something lately, and this idea that there are so many financial rules we follow without ever asking where they came from. Save more. Don't do anything until you're sure about your retirement. Work harder. Don't spend any money at all. And it's completely frivolous to go on a bucket list trip or take your family on what feels like an indulgent trip, right? And that we're supposed to be responsible. But that means we've got to wait until it's safe. So we're old enough to admit to each other that we know that it's never going to be safe. It's never going to feel safe, right? Not out there anyway, but we can feel safe in here. And I've started to wonder, who told us these rules that we live by? Because one of the most powerful financial decisions we'll ever make is deciding which rules we're no longer willing to inherit. I've noticed something over the years, and women really don't question other people's judgment, but we tend to really get hard on ourselves and question our own, right? And we don't trust ourselves. And so we think to ourselves, I should probably ask someone else. I wonder what so-and-so thinks. I need one more opinion. I don't know enough. And yet we are incredibly intelligent women. So I don't think intelligence is the issue. Authority is the issue. We've learned to trust almost everyone else before we trust ourselves. And it is the largest underlying cause of why we live in chronic financial stress and financial fear. It's why it feels like no matter what we do with money, it doesn't go away. This photograph reminds me that every family passes something down. Recipes, ideas, philosophies, traditions, resilience. Sometimes, a lot of times, most times, beliefs about money. And those are beliefs that no one ever questioned. It's like we walk around with these assumptions. And they're a part of us. They're in our skin. They're in our cells, right? Work first, play later, have a strong work ethic, be of high integrity, never question authority. Woof, that's one of the ones that I get hung up on all the time. And definitely don't take any risks, right? And always be careful. And I don't think that our parents meant to limit us. They simply handed us the rules that they inherited themselves. So here's the thing is, I've really come to believe that the most important financial moment in a woman's life is when she decides that she can question the rules. And she figures out, that light bulb goes on, right? And we figure out that there's something more. That system and those rules and those assumptions might have worked back then to keep our family and our parents and our elders safe, but they don't work today. And not because they're wrong, but because they're not ours. Here's the big one, sisters, my friends. Borrowed authority will always feel safer than self-trust until it doesn't. What if instead of asking, what's the right financial decision, and instead asked, what do I want for my life? And if I were to answer that question, it might not fit everyone else's rules. And that's okay. It might feel a little scary, but that question changes everything. Because financial certainty isn't about having all the answers. It's about trusting yourself enough to live your own life. If this conversation brought something up for you, there's more videos to watch, but you want to take this a step further. I worked really hard on putting my book, Be Financially Certain, the methodology, my thinking, my decades of doing this work with women into a very easy to use tool. So if you go to knowyourook.com, you can easily enter your email address and get it immediately. It's fast, fun, friendly, private way to actually explore this further, to uncover where you feel uncertain, where you can start to look at what do you want with your own life. And I'd love to leave you with one question. Who told you that you can't have, save, spend, or use your money the way you want to? Until next time, be financially certain.